On the last day of Milan Fashion Week, I visited Museum del Novecento, which is a famous art museum from Milan. Usually, I don't visit art museums as I really cannot understand the masterpieces, especially about modern abstractionists, and also don't like to take tons of photos. But with the guidance of an expert, it was a fantastic experience. I found I started to understand the art and understand how intelligent artists are with their wild and spatial imagination. They are definitely genius. Back to my town, I shared with several groups of people with different backgrounds and professions to see their reactions of these masterpieces. First, I have to say it's not only me that cannot understand these masterpieces, and second, with their wild guessing, my self-satisfaction reached a new high level. So let's start with some selections of the masterpieces. Before we start the selected masterpieces, I would like to share some very useful tips to enjoy the paintings. First, do not read anything about artworks, but look by yourself first. Try to have your own understanding beforehand. There are 1,000 Hamlets in 1,000 people's eyes. You might get some surprise. Second, try to change the angle, distance, and even squinting eyes to see the artworks. You will probably have better understanding of the arts with these tricks. So, the first one is from Umberto Bessioni. I will not tell the title of this painting, but let you see it first. You can pause here. My initial thoughts was, there are people working in the rain. You can feel their minds, especially when you silently watched it in the museum. Seems like they are struggling there, and their minds as well. Okay, now I share with you the title for this masterpiece. States of Mind. Those who stay. It represents 3 episodes of a departure from a railway station. Well, not that bad, right? I can give myself a 7 out of 10. What about your thought? The second one is from Gino Sevellini. Again, you can pause here and have your own thoughts. For me, I can see she is a dancing lady, and Gino was trying to use decomposition skills to show her dancing vividly. Now let's review. The title of this painting is Dynamism of a Dancer. Draws inspiration from childhood, a wilder version of the cancan. In vogue in Paris in the mid-19th century, Sevellini, a talented dancer fascinated by ballerinas and their brightly colored dresses, turns several times to the theme of dance. In this work, the ballerina, with the repeated movements of her hand lifting the gown and the knee turned to the left, its absolute protagonist plunged completely in the dazzling spotlights. The scenes made my ego rise are the comments from different groups of my friends. I definitely give them enough time and no one can tell it's a dancing lady until I reviewed it. Several guys said it's a chicken and you can see the golden chicken feet. Well, I should say indeed, it looks like that. Free speech is the best, right? For this one, I seriously have no any clue what it is, but like the color and dynamic feeling of the art, until the expert reviewed. The title of this painting is Composition by Vasily Kandinsky. The painting was painted in 1916 in order to offer spectators the same emotional power you feel when listening to a musical composition. The work is an explosion of shapes and colors. It is better to use modern technology and mixed with music to decompose arts from Kandinsky. Now you understand more of these styles, right? He is trying to use painting to combine the music, space. Music is art of time and space is also 3D. So what presented in front of you is a 4D art. Isn't it awesome? He's a genius. Another one from Umberto. Again, first guess what it is. I cannot tell what it is, but found some modern industry building in the background. I can also find a man in the drawer, but nothing else. So this masterpiece called Elasticity, one of the Boscioni's most meaningful creations. Elasticity embodies all of figurative elements of futurist painting. The galloping horse in the foreground and the representation of progress through a snapshot of factories in the background. Again, no one from any group of my friends can tell what it is, and no one found a horse until I pointed it out. Oh, I'm full of happiness to see I'm superior than others. The next one is from Giorgio Morandi. Have a look at it. It's the easiest one, but did you find something different? It's the color. The color is so special, especially when people looked at it for a long time. It can calm people down, so lots of artists are using these colors to decorate their apartments or houses. The title of this drawer called Still Life. You can see the color is a little bit different. There is another one from his early artwork. The vases, bottles, glasses, and jugs taken as subjects rose admiration from the level of the artist's stylistic evolution from his sobriety and decisiveness of 1943 to the lighter, lengthened view he took in 1957. To be honest, me and my friends felt the same without any professional guidance. This one's color looked too gray and dirty, while the other ones are clearer. Now we have the last one, which is from Lucio Fontana. To be honest, this one is a little bit hard if you cannot see it in the museum, as it is 3D art. I explained to my friends the background of this art, but some of them still think it's a vagina. Well, freedom of speech. The name of this artwork, called Spatial Concept, and Lucio used a knife to scratch a mark on this canvas. The expert guided me to see it from different angles and imagine of the space. I felt it. With this white canvas, it's like a scar to another dimension. It's like the last artwork from Lucio Fontana. This visiting opened a new dimension of my life, and I will definitely visit more art museums in future. Life is full of surprise and fun. Just enjoy it.